New Year's Eve, everyone. With the new year approaching, so is the trade deadline, Grant.
Yeah, it's sooner than you'd think, too, B.A. Some teams will have a new look in the new year. And, of course, that's just the business of basketball, as they say.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the three.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And here's Minnesota now. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Young can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
Here's Risache. He can't get that one to fall. McDaniels with some nice D. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels, a screen on Young. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Risache.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
DiVincenzo against Young. On the wing, Risache. And Atlanta misses again. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Randall, pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Risache. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Daniels. Back to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Outside Edwards. From deep. Okongwu with the rebound. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. Back to Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
The one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A new group getting ready for the Hawks. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. Krejci's checked in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Trae Young. .114 left in the first. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Now here's Conley. Averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Dillingham. Launches it. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
There's a screen. Oh, they get a hand on it. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Conley. Here's Dillingham. Miller left side. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
20 seconds left in the first quarter here. Left side, Alexander Walker. Pass to Krejci. Here's Newell. Now Kennard. Over Dillingham. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham, and it's Clark in at the 3.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Well, with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Clark, his versatility may be his greatest asset.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. I mean, he can initiate the offense if he needs to. He can certainly score off the catch and make plays off the dribble. He's got good positional size at about 6'5", and he can guard multiple positions.
The Hawks trailing. Kennard on the wing. Back to Alexander Walker. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Randall outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. 6 points for Julius Randle.
And Conley's so good at running the offense. Does a nice job hitting guys in their spots.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Atlanta making a change here. Young's checked in. Shannon's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Dillingham. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
Atlanta with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Knocks down the long J. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Here's Alexander Walker following the score by Minnesota. Kennard outside from downtown. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Conley finds Randall. Shoots over Johnson, and that one hits the back iron. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Kennard passes to Young. The three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you, Brian.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Gay. Newell comes in for Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Kennard. And Daniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. And the free throw, no good.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards with it, and it's Young picking him up. Oh, the breakaway! Edwards gets it done on the run.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Young from long range. Edwards pulls it in.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Here's DiVincenzo. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Newell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock at 6. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Reed to screen on Young. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. 23 points his last outing. Back to Daniels. Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Young from long range gets rebounded by Minnesota. Left side, Edwards. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Number 12, Eli Enja.
And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
Well, right now for Minnesota, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick them into high gear and right down the stretch.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Julius Randle. He is getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. The shot by Johnson, no good. Minnesota leading by 9. Randle, the pass to Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Okongwu. One shot.
Free throw good, Okongwu. Now DiVincenzo. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Inside. Here's Randle. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Okongwu. He has 7. Young from long range. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 10-point lead. Launches it from deep. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Edwards. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Let's have a look at the big men leading the league in assists during the past month. 2nd, Jalen Johnson. Julius Randle, 3rd.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Now here's Young. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Rizache. Okongwu, a screen on DiVincenzo. The 3 ball is good from Young.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hawks trail by 10. Here's Rizache. Drops in the layup for 2.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Back to Randall. Over Johnson. Gobert. Oh, Gobert! Right there on the putback.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Pass to Rizache. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Conley's checked in for DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 10. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Conley. The 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Jalen Johnson.
And here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. For three, Conley. Outside for Randall. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Randall's got 13.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Young from the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Now here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels beyond the arc. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3. Here's Alexander Walker following the three-pointer by Minnesota.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
Conley looking for an opening. Reed passes to Conley. Reed sets a screen. The shot by Conley, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Newell. And here's Kennard. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Now here's Edwards. Randall, right side. Shoots over Johnson. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
For Randall, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Allie, thank you. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Alexander Walker with it. Johnson a screen on Edwards. Outside, Alexander Walker fires from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And with that length and athleticism, Johnson is always a lob threat.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Timeout, Minnesota.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gay. Risache comes in for Kennard. And Daniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Outside Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. Misses the three! Outside Risache. Now Young. Here's Daniels. Fires the three. McDaniels with a rebound. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. Now McDaniels. Now Randall jacks up a three, buries it from outside.
I don't think anybody would call him a consistent three-point threat, but Randall can certainly drop in a few if you give him room.
Young! Cleared away by Conley.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Here's Gobert. McDaniels outside. Now Conley. Just 5 to shoot. The three is in!
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a two-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Julius Randle.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. McDaniels outside. Randall fires. Oh, he comes right back with a three of his own.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, You get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Julius Randle.